Last time on Fiction First.
You look to see it's a kid that you were playing in with the tryouts, Jake, who was trying out for the Sharnies.
Jake? What are you doing here, man?
I mean, you're down a person right now, right? Like, can I just step in and fill in?
I'm not one to exclude anybody, Jake. So, if you would like a chance to try out for goalie, we will give you that chance.
And Paxton, what you're faced with is Cassandra. They're kind of sitting around this ritualistic circle in between them. Paxton, what are you doing here?
Cassandra, it's good to see you again.
Why are you here?
That's a good point. Is there any way we can talk, like, in private? Like, I know you're here with your friends, but...
Why?
I just have some questions for you.
Concerning?
Murder?
She excuses her friends and shuffles them out of the room. She excuses them out of the room. She leaves the door open and she just kind of like stands up against the door frame, the open door, and you can kind of see in the party. And you see Frank just still in the background, just dancing amongst the crowd. And she says, "What about murder?"
So, I'm sure you heard about Duger.
Yes, I heard about Duger. I'm very sorry to hear about that, Paxton. I know he was your friend.
Duger and I went back a lot. Cassandra, you know, you didn't call, you didn't text.
Whoa! Listen, it just happened today. I thought that you could benefit from some time, but also we haven't talked to each other in ages.
We talked yesterday, Cassandra, at the tryouts.
An outlier, and I said I wanted to see you in jail then, so I still didn't think that you would want my condolences.
I'm not here to build bridges.
No, you're here to sneak into my window.
Yeah, but not...
And then bicker with me.
I'm not bickering, Cassandra. I just would like some answers. You get my blood all boiled.
Yeah, and as your voices start to raise, you see the fire start to burst on the top of her head and kind of grow bigger, and she's like, "What do you want, Paxton?"
Look, okay, we don't have a lot of time because my weird uncles are out front, and I don't know what they're doing.
You brought your uncles to my party?
I'm not his uncle. I couldn't ditch them. I'm sorry. I would have totally came alone, but you know how it is. We got work to do. I'm a working man, Cassandra. There's a lot you don't know about me since we've split.
You're right. I'm sorry. Ask your questions.
Okay, I'm sorry. I would like to know. Now you tell me to my face. Did you have anything to do with the murder of my friend Duger?
There's a brief pause, and then she says,
Cassandra!
Says, Paxton, do you think I murdered your friend?
I don't think you murdered him. I just want to clear the air. Look, I don't think you're capable of murder, but I know the crowd you run with over here at Moorgrave is not good people.
What do you mean they're not good people?
Look at them. Look at them. They're out here... having fun.
Creed's doing a kickstand.
He's doing a kickstand, and Frank is right beside him dancing.
Yeah.
And you think that a Sharn State party would be much more civilized?
No, it would be the exact same thing, okay? We don't need to compare apples and apples.
No, it would be 4 people on beanbag chairs, Paxton.
Look, I'm not here to talk about our parties because, I think we party in our own way, but...
I dream of a world where people can party in their own way without judgment.
Look, Cassandra, I know the Fall Classic is coming up. You know the Fall Classic is coming up. It's the most important thing happening in this city.
I don't know about that, Paxton. I mean, I also have school starting soon.
You're the only person I know who cares about lacrosse as much as I do.
I once cared about lacrosse as much as you do, Paxton.
Okay.
But I have other things going on.
What, like your little party tricks?
No, like school.
Okay, look, we're clearly not getting anywhere here, so I'm just going to I don't think you committed the murder, but if you know anything about the death of my friend, I would like some information.
Well, we can talk about that. I don't know what type of information I would have.
He apparently died getting some Dream Lily. Who do you know dealing Dream Lily? I know you use it to relax.
I mean, there are a lot of dealers that I will go through. The Bormar clan specifically. I don't know how that would help you, though.
It doesn't, you're right. I got nothing.
Yeah, totally forgot about the Dream Lily.
Narrator's voice. Frank forgot.
Eventually, Cassandra does kind of get talking about... So there was something weird that I meant to ask you about before we started arguing earlier today.
Tell me anything. Please. Just let me back in.
For Duke.
Yeah, for Duger.
The people that were trying out for the Sharnies, one of the people was just interesting that kid Jake was there. He used to be a Moorgrave student, you know?
Hold on. Jake?
Yeah.
He was just here.
He was? I didn't know that he was here. I mean, I knew he came to a couple of our parties over the last year. He tried out for our team as well, but he got kicked out at the end of the year. I guess I didn't know that he was transferring, or he was trying to get into Sharn State, but I just thought that was weird. Did he tell you about any of that?
Yeah, he mentioned he went to Moorgrave at one point and said he transferred. I said that was the right decision, obviously. Then he said he didn't make the team for us either, because, I mean, you know, you're a good evaluator of talent. He just doesn't have it. I'm going to make him team manager.
I agree.
That's weird. Why? You didn't know he was here? He said he came to parties here like
he has in the past. I didn't know that he was here tonight. I didn't know that he would come after he got kicked out of the school for stealing.
Whoa, kicked out for stealing? He said he transferred.
He was expelled for holding out on items found below the city.
You mean like derelicts?
Of a sort, yes. Whenever any of our classes go in any expeditions below the city, we are to report and return any magic items that we find. The Moorgrave University keeps them and then sells them to help fund the school. But Jake was caught holding out on the school and keeping the relics that he found below. All of his items were confiscated and he was expelled shortly after.
I don't appreciate being lied to, Cassandra. You know this.
I do know this. Neither do I.
But I think that there's a how would you say? He doesn't have the best intentions coming over to our school now because he insisted that I meet him tomorrow for another tryout. Yeah, I mean, because now, since there's an empty role on the team with, you know, the untimely death of Duger.
Perhaps that's something.
Did he ever act like he would kill someone?
I mean, that's hard to kind of qualify, but I mean, he seemed like he had a rough time. I know that his parents died in the last war a couple of years ago, but I mean, he never seemed like he would kill someone.
We've been nothing but nice to him.
Except when you totally didn't let him into the team.
Well, I helped him improve. I didn't. Anyway, okay. My head's a little confused, Cassandra. I think I need to talk to my uncles about this because I am not the most. What's the word?
Intuitive.
Yeah, smart. One of those. I like yours better.
Intuitive, thoughtful.
Whoa. Okay. Let's calm down. I don't want to bring up old hashings here, but you know, I think we could probably leave that in the past.
No, fair enough.
This is, you know, honestly, Cassandra, this was a good conversation.
It was. I appreciate you coming in through my window and having a very nice chat about murder.
To my window.
I'm sorry about the entrance. You just, you know, old habits die hard.
I understand. I'm sorry for being mean to you so
it's
often.
It's okay. No, you know what? It's fine. Water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge.
I'm gonna go back to my uncle's. I appreciate your help. Is your number still the same?
Maybe. Okay,
cool. I might have to follow up with some more questions, so you keep that line open.
Yeah, if you need help with Jake, just let me know.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll tell you. We'll get to, you know.
And we're leaving.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
As you walk out, she says, "You know what? If you need help with the tryout tomorrow, let me know."
Thank you. Yeah, you know what? I've been thinking about this, Cassandra, and I think that would you ever consider transferring back to?
Absolutely not.
It's a long shot, I know.
I have prospects here.
Yeah.
Grave.
Okay. It's just the weirdest thing, because Duger was goalie, right? But so the end, he just couldn't save himself.
Wow, Paxton.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm gonna leave. I was just thinking about that. I might write it down. Yeah. Okay. I'm going back to my uncle's. That was really awkward for me.
You head back out into the party, and Frank is probably maybe winding down, as age catches up with him.
Yeah, I'm just sitting and counting Creed's push-ups. He's doing push-ups now.
Yeah, he's doing push-ups.
Yeah,
That left knee just started acting up on you.
yeah.
And you
It's
just
a
had
trick
to-
knee.
Doing a lot of push-ups. Yeah, cool. And Howard is just sipping some punch, or
Yeah, and I see Paxton coming back over, and I was like, so
I put my foot on Creed's back to keep him from coming up.
yeah, no, he splats to the ground, like he falls onto his chest.
Oh, what's the problem, Creed? Looking a little weak there, huh, buddy?
He's like, he's very drunk right now.
Yeah, but I was gonna say he's like the floor is nice.
All right, so
Paxton, what's going on?
I'm gonna ignore him, and I'm gonna just Captain Morgan pose while talk to my uncles.
Yeah, he just kind of starts resisting, but then he just gives up, and you see his eyes close.
he falls asleep.
All right, so Cassandra didn't really have any other information about the murder, and the weird thing is I kind of believe her. She's never really a liar. She was always pretty straightforward and honest, and I could tell when she was, hiding something. But she's clean. She's not hiding anything
We
about
get
murder.
it. You have history.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get out of here, and I'll tell you the skinny because I found some skinnies.
All right, you know I love skinny.
Some jeans.
No, info. The 411.
Yeah, the 411. The 411.
The 411.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's 411, buddy. But yeah, let's go ahead and just blow this popsicle stand.
Okay, so what's going on with these tryouts? Paxton, did you want to enlist any other people here for the tryouts? Did you want Cassandra's help?
Well, she said she was coming, didn't she?
Yeah, she basically offered to help out, but
I'm gonna.
it's up to you.
Well, knowing me, I'm not much of a planner. So I'm gonna roll out of bed and just head towards the field because I set myself a little note in my wizard phone or whatever the hell we use.
Okay,
I don't know what
let's go ahead and establish this. There are no phones.
Damn it!
Yeah, you kept saying
Oh,
number.
you're gonna cut that part, aren't you? Right? Talk to Cassandra about her number. Okay.
I mean, I think there could be communication devices.
Pagers.
What
year is this?
Sending stones that maybe function somewhat like pagers.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty apt analogy for them. So you could send a message back and forth, but
Smoke signals.
it's limited. But there are ways to send more complex, greater communications, but you have to pay for that and stuff like that. So,
Oh shit! My uncles don't pay me.
right, yeah, you don't have the money for that. But
yeah. Okay.
by
yeah.
the time you get to the field, to the pitch,
Oh yeah, the pitch.
Oh, someone's been doing their homework.
no, I really don't know. Yeah, I mean, I know you call the soccer a pitch, but
It's basically the same field, just different
Yeah,
lines.
it's kind of the same thing. So, but you get there, and Cassandra is there waiting.
Bless her.
Because she assumed that you.
Her
you were
word was
healthy, even if you didn't
her
say
word
it.
was stronger than mine. Always.
Yeah, so I if you wanted to bring in Jamal and your other friends for this tryout, you can.
I don't need them.
Okay.
Nope.
Sounds good.
Ooh, you're making this an executive decision.
Oh yeah. This guy might have already killed one of my friends. I don't know what he's about to do.
Okay, cool.
Oh, he's the killer now?
Well,
Did you miss that whole bit?
Well, we don't know, though.
I mean, it seems probable
he's suspect number one.
at the moment.
He does have motive.
That's true.
But does he have means?
Okay.
Oh, maybe if one of those relics is got some juju.
So yeah, you get there. Frank and Howland are there, because they've been awake.
They
I'm dressed as a hot dog vendor. And I'm just walking up and down the empty stands going, hot dog, get your hot dogs.
There's like no one there. There's like some people walking and like working out or stuff like that on their own. Like
the one guy that is there, I don't go over to him. I toss the hot dog all the way across to him. I go, pass the money down.
He runs away.
like pelt you with some copper coin, something like that from a distance.
Yeah.
Cool. So Frank, Cowan, Pax, Cassandra, you're all there. Jake is also there waiting for you. Looks like he's been there for a little bit. He's like doing like high steps and like getting stretched.
Oh, he's been getting
and,
loose.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
I actually like that. That's good initiative.
Yeah.
To get loose.
I mean, no, he's proper, like, you know, he's warming up.
He may have murdered your friend.
No, but he's dedicated. Like, the man cares about lacrosse, at least. And that's respectable.
Okay, so he gets positioned in the goal, in front of the goal.
Right.
To show you what he's got. So
show me what you got.
Is there anything in specific you want to do in this, or do you just want to run through a tryout like normal?
Well, you know, we've already seen what he can do, you know, in terms of running, shooting, passing, that sort of thing. Because, you know, we didn't have a need for goalie when we initially tried him out, as terrible as it is to say.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Doogie had that spot locked down. So, you know, technically we didn't really try anybody out for goal. So I guess you know, we're just going to pelt shots at him.
Okay.
We're just, you know, give him some pads and, you know, see what he's got.
Yeah.
I would just real quick like to, so scoping out this area, is there like a fence? Are there like certain entrances, or is it like someone could like walk up on this from any direction?
I think there is a fence around kind of like maybe a more general field complex, but it's not that big. There are probably at least 2 entrances.
Maybe like waist height.
Okay. As Frank is like coming by at one point, I'm just gonna grab him and just be like, stop that. Also give me one of those. They look delicious. So just in case,
you want kielbasa? I got pork.
A lot of stuff for a fake hot dog
I
vendor.
regret this immediately.
I blew our whole budget.
So in case this whole Jake thing turns out to go south, or he tries to, you know, escape, looks like there are 2, you know, points of egress from the field. Perhaps we should, you know,
cover them.
Yes.
Yep. On it.
All right, I'll take that one. Points in a direction.
Oh no, I'm all out of hot dogs, and I must go wait for the next delivery over there.
There are like 5 people here.
They were very hungry.
Damn it, he's out of hot dogs.
Yeah, you haven't had breakfast yet.
Yeah, I woke up and came here. That's so inconsiderate.
Don't worry, I got a pocket dog for you.
Thank you.
Pocket dog.
Thanks, Uncle Frank.
So yeah, you and Cassandra take
Hot
turns.
pocket.
No, it's just a hot dog in my pocket, and I just hand it to him on my way over to the door.
Okay, sure.
It's got some lint on it.
All right, so the trial, the tryout begins, and you and Cassandra just start pelting shots at the goal to see if he can handle it. And he does not do a great job, unfortunately. He is better actually out on the field, and I don't know what a lacrosse goalie is really supposed to do, but like he kind of like starts like he's kind of swinging at him at the shots coming in, which I imagine is not a good thing to do.
Not at
I don't
all.
know if maybe it's supposed to be more of a body block kind of thing, or like.
Well, you have pads, and you.
Yeah.
You can net the ball, but that's pretty tough.
I imagine
Yeah,
that
it's
would be
hard.
harder.
It's much harder than to just block it with your body.
Unless you're a Jedi.
Yeah, he's like diving all over the place.
Always
He's
the
like
case.
trying super hard, and like he's just like diving, like hitting his face on the ground, and and he's like, he gets up and he just like pounds his fist on the ground. He's like, no, more, and he like keeps asking for more shots, but he like eventually is like running himself so ragged that he just like collapses onto his knees after a certain point. The tryout is over.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna give, you know, I look over at Cassandra, and we have that look that, you know, we understand.
I've
like
been feeling fine.
it's that look that only former lovers and lacrosse teammates could understand.
Very specifically, you
Yeah.
have to be both.
We both know that it's just not going to work out for poor Jake.
Yeah.
So I'm going to walk over to him. He's still defeated on the ground, right?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah. He's just kind of like you see his hands like clenched super tight against the stick.
I'm gonna kneel down next to him and put like a warm arm around his shoulder and be like, "Hey,
not
bud."
your cold arm, your warm arm."
Yeah, and put it around his shoulder and just be like, "So, hey, champ, it didn't really go the way we wanted it to, right? Like you sense that, right?"
He's silent.
No, I know, but like you gave it your all, and that's really all I wanted to see is that you're a dedicated member of someone who cares about lacrosse, and this is the passion is what I was really trying you out for, and you definitely have that.
Frank and Howland, from the distance, you see winds start to whip up around Paxton and the field around him, kind of tugging at the edges of his shirt a little bit, just these breezes that move across. And Paxton, while you're talking to him, perhaps you start to feel it. But it doesn't seem to be too strong or anything quite yet.
I wish I had like a special ops earpiece to be like, you seeing this? But I don't.
Yeah. No, eventually Jake's like, please, Paxton, I need this.
Look,
please.
buddy, it's getting a little chilly out here. Like, we might need to let's go ahead and wrap it up. But honestly, you're a step ahead of everyone coming in next year. Like, I really think with hard work and dedication.
You said I had promise. Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, promise next year, bud. Like, I promised you'll get another chance. Like, that's about it. You did great. Look, I'm not knocking you. Your effort's here, and I really think that if you just work with me, I'll tutor you. That's the one thing I am good at tutoring is I'll help you.
At that point, Paxton, you feel something wrap around your body and pull you away from Jake. This whirlwind gathers around you and restrains and pulls you back, seemingly in some sort of like chokehold around your neck.
Good. Very, very nice. Very nice.
And you all see this happen as you see just kind of this mass of wind, this like, not really a tornado, but it does seem to be some sort of gathering of current in a somewhat humanoid shape.
Oh, it's go time.
Gather around and start to pull, but it's very difficult to see because literally just wind.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pulling Paxton, maybe like pulls him like into the goal.
Yeah. I'm just like, Pax! And start running towards...
yeah.
I run towards Jake.
Okay.
We're together.
Yeah. So Frank, he sees you running towards him and he just books it.
Jake
away
does?
from you. Yeah.
Which way is he running?
Towards the fence.
Towards a fence?
Yeah.
All right.
It's only like waist height, so.
So he starts running and Frank starts chasing him. Howland, what do you want to do when you come upon Paxton and whatever is happening?
He's pinned in the goal?
Yeah, he's in the goal, and you see the goal itself actually start to like shake and rumble, and just wind whipping all around him.
I'm gonna pull out my rapier and slice the net off the goal.
Okay.
So hopefully,
so then he'll fly away.
No, so he won't be like trapped there. I mean,
right. Okay, sure. So you go and you start cutting down the net in the goal. As Paxton, what are you doing?
Are my movements constricted? Like,
yes, very much so.
Okay, so I'm in a bind.
Yes.
So literally I can't do anything.
I mean, you can attempt to do things, but like,
am I being strangled? Like, can I not talk?
You start to feel breath leaving you right now.
Being constricted, dog.
And kind of like probably also like there is like you feel like this suction coming from your mouth as your breath is just being pulled out from your body, and then also you feel this battering wind just kind of smack against your back and shoulders, and you take one harm.
I'm getting beat up by the wind.
Yeah, Pocahontas over here.
At that point, Howland is able to cut free all the nets and. Paxton, you're free to step out, but you're still currently being restrained. So what do you want to do right now?
Oh, so I can't move.
You can attempt to break free or something like that. But
I'm just honestly, what is Cassandra doing? Because she is lazy.
She's running over. She's not made. This is happening very quickly.
Okay, I'm a
lot faster than her.
I'm gonna.
She's winded. She's been playing lacrosse.
No, he's winded.
Worse, terrible. Okay, I'm just gonna drop down to my knees.
You liked it. Shut up.
I'm gonna drop down to my knees in like a fetal-esque position.
Okay.
Because I can't move.
And you've been to tornado drills.
Yeah, exactly. I know how it works.
Okay, so you're just gonna get into the fetal position on the ground,
and that's it. It's dead.
Not okay. So not in a afraid way. I'm getting in the fetal.
Oh, like in a really tough.
Yeah,
way.
and I'm getting into the fetal position because I know there's no other way to escape.
A very brave fetal position.
Okay, sure.
I'm minimizing the target.
Okay, Frank, you're chasing.
Yeah, I'm booking
You're
it.
chasing. Go ahead and act under pressure to catch up to him.
All right.
This is a young college-age kid, and you're.
He's also winded though. He's just been playing
That's
lacrosse.
a 10.
7 plus.
He's
whatever.
just been playing lacrosse. He's tired. You said he was
true.
ragged. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. So
That's a 10.
yeah. So he is a bit tired and slowing down, and even with the lead, giving Frank time to catch up to him. What do you want to do, Frank, when you catch up to him?
Is he
Like
trying to
stumble-
climb the fence?
He's moving there. He probably just gets to the fence.
I was gonna say I want to grab him off the fence and just throw him to the ground.
Okay. Cool.
And try and like get his arm behind him, sort of thing. So I don't want to stab him with my knife, but I will.
God.
But
You should tell him that.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, you grab him and you throw him down onto the ground, and he kind of pulls his the lacrosse stick that he still has with him and like swings it at you, but barely misses. I'm probably gonna need you to act under pressure again if you want to try and restrain him.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, let's do it. That is 11.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he is very much restrained right now.
Man, we're the best detectives.
I'm gonna just say, knock this wind off, cut it out. That's my nephew.
And he just starts shouting, "Help! Help!" At that point, Paxton, the wind leaves you entirely, and Frank, you start to see this tornado coming towards you across the field very, very quickly.
You better cut that wind off. Or I'm gonna cut your windpipe.
Oh my God.
He says,
Whoa.
as you're holding him and as the wind is kind of just driving towards you, he says, I can't.
What do you mean you can't? Calm down at least. Maybe that'll help.
What do you do? That's what he says.
I'm gonna put him in the sleeper hold and try and knock him unconscious and see if that makes the wind go away.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll a kick some ass roll for that.
All right.
Attempt to harm him.
That is
It was a 6.
that's a 10.
Crushing it.
Windpipes crushing him.
Yeah, Frank is tough.
Yes.
Okay,
Frank is tough. He can overpower a kid.
If there's one thing Frank can do.
yeah,
two
so
kids
on
he's
your,
beat
on
up.
your 10 plus, you get an extra effect, Rhett. What do you want the extra effect for your really good roll to be?
To be unconscious, would that be considered the extra effect?
It'll have to be one of those. Putting
Oh.
them where you want them could be something similar, but I don't think that's going to put them unconscious.
Yeah,
That could be a result
you
of
gain the
action.
advantage. You inflict terrible harm. You suffer less harm. Force them where you want them. I want to suffer less harm because I feel like if this was working, there would probably still be some wind hitting me until he's like super calm. So I would prefer not to get hurt too bad.
Yeah, as you kind of like wrap the arm around him and kind of start to actually physically harm him, he's still saying, I can't, I'm sorry. And then the wind just like plows into you, effectively like curls up around both of you and just like drives into your chest and in your head, dealing you 2 harm.
Does it seemingly not hurt Jake? What's his name?
Jake.
It was Jake, okay.
Curls around him. Like it's just totally fluid and just completely avoids
What?
Jake.
Like the Avatar.
Spell shaping.
Like the Avatar.
Yeah.
And now that wind is all over you, and Paxton, Cassandra comes up and like starts to try and help you up and make sure that you're okay. He's like, "Are you okay, Paxton?"
the wind. Where did it come from?
Paxton, let go of your knees, please. Stand up.
Okay. All right, I'm up. But where'd it go? Did you see anything? What was that?
I don't know. It looked just like the wind. I couldn't tell what it was.
I think that was that, and I point with my rapier over to Frank.
And I mean, from this distance, it looks like Frank is just like trying to choke out Jake, and is also just like acting really weird, screaming, or just like being battered around.
Yeah.
Because like I want to stress how difficult it is to physically like see how this creature is comprised because it's just wind.
Like if there's some leaves that are whipped up, we can see
exactly.
like okay,
that's probably what it is.
I was saying my
Grass
clothes and stuff are ruffling.
Yeah, you can definitely see where its presence is, but to see its actual form is difficult. What do you want to do?
He's not Not
Not yet. He's getting there, but he's not.
I'm holding on for dear life.
Okay.
Cassandra, any Air Ganassi friends you have that are, could be here in 10 seconds?
No, I don't know other Ganassi people just because I don't have time to explain that to you, sir. I'm sorry.
I don't have time to tell you why that's so
Uncle
wrong.
Howland, chill. That's not cool.
And Cassandra just starts running over towards Frank. I don't know what to do, but we need to do something.
I follow her.
Okay.
I'm running to Uncle Frank.
I do the whole and just start running after them.
Okay. So who wants to do something here? This thing is going to choke Frank.
Yeah, I want to continue choking the boy. I'm trying to choke him out.
That's a sentence.
That's a soundbite.
Yeah.
I want to continue choking.
I want to keep choking Jake until he's unconscious.
Okay.
I would say let's name this episode "Choking the Boy," but I'm pretty sure that will immediately get it an adults only.
That'll be flagged for other reasons. On a watch list.
Yeah, I want to choke this adult.
College-aged young adult.
This young man.
Yeah, because that's the only plan I've got.
Is it? So what I want to do is look over Jake and see if there's any kind of. Again, I just keep thinking back to the whole like ruins delving, there being relics and artifacts and so forth. Like this is just a kid. There's no reason he should be able to just make something like this happen unless it's like a magic item on him, in my opinion. So I want to study him, look him over.
Okay.
I mean, see if there's anything on his person that I can see or surmise.
Okay, I think read about situation would be good for that.
Okay.
So rolling
no, it wouldn't.
Well, what is that?
That
Total.
Is a 6.
So I will help read the bad situation because I'm holding this person.
Yeah, no, I think I have a perfect way for you to help out. Go ahead and roll to help out.
And that would make sense because I've got him. He's not even really resisting me at this point because he was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. So roll and add your cool for the help out action.
7.
That's cool.
10.
Man, that cool.
Jeez, good rolls, Rhett.
Yeah. So succeeded pretty much.
Just call me Betty Crocker.
Yeah, so
It's the towel, isn't it?
Your help grants them a +1 on their roll.
All right, sweet. That's a 7. Mixed success.
Yeah. So you do. Actually, sorry, you get questions actually.
Yes.
So on a 7, you get 1 question. From
what's the best way to protect the victims?
the victims meaning Frank?
Yes.
Okay.
And or anyone going to be attacked by this creature. I mean, was that the right question to ask?
Maybe. Well, it might lead us to how to stop it. Perhaps
That was my thought.
From the hints that you have, and also on the assumptions that you are actively working under, that
Right.
this type of creature would need to be bound or summoned or something like that.
Yeah.
So in order to protect the victims, you would have to basically desummon it. You would have to find the thing that is keeping it here or is functioning as some sort of channel and do something with it.
Okay.
Break whatever spell is keeping it here.
Okay. So with that, I'm just gonna yell at Jake. Jake, where is it? I know you have some kind of artifact or device that's keeping this creature here. Where is it?
That's a very good question, and as part of your mixed success, and with Frank's help, as Frank is kind of wrestling him around and probably there's tugging on the shirt and stuff, you see this big golden necklace effectively start to pull the fly out up into the wind and tug against his neck. This beautifully woven gold and silver in throughout it, and inside it has this little clear piece of glass, and it's just kind of floating up into the air, and you can clearly see that is something that is very old.
How fortuitous.
And as a part of your mixed success, it tears the chain. The chain tears from his neck and flies up into the wind and up into the air. At this point, the wind creature is around Frank and Jake, and it's just kind of...
It's like when the genie has its own lamp. It's just...
Yeah, kind of. It is kind of basically now just a swirling tornado above them all, and you see the necklace just kind of spinning and whirling up in the air.
So, I would like to try and shoot the necklace.
Interesting.
You brought a firearm to lacrosse tryouts?
I'm always packing. This is my role in the group. I am the professional, and I have weapons and fists.
Sure.
Since we are in Sharn, I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
crossbow?
we haven't
Or wand, but...
Yeah, let's do a crossbow. I think Frank is more of a crossbow
I think so.
kind of guy.
An arbalist, if you will.
Ooh.
You with the words today.
Yeah, I'm trying really, really hard.
I'm trying real hard to sound real smart. Yeah. So I mean, a crossbow totally works.
Yeah, I'm gonna like push Jake out of the way and like steady myself and just try and shoot that glass.
Okay, I think that is an act under pressure roll.
I think so. It is wind, and this is an arrow I just thought of.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, and I'm trying to think of how to resolve that.
Damn near perfect shot.
Especially because you're in it.
I could also have a wand. So in my gear, I have a sniper rifle,
Whoa.
a 9mm, and a big knife. So the big knife, that's good through the ages.
And the wand, or in the 9mm?
Be the wand?
Hand crossbow or a wand?
Or just
Yeah, well, because a wand the wind wouldn't vary it.
It wouldn't, but do you think that Frank has a wand?
I don't think of him as a wand guy.
It's very odd to me. Frank
Yeah.
has a wand. Doesn't seem his style.
He's not elegant.
Because, like,
He's
I
rough.
don't want it to be like
Okay,
wands or
I have a better
something
idea.
anyone can use.
I have a better idea.
Okay.
Did Jake still have he still had his lacrosse stick on him, right?
Yes, he did.
Ooh!
I'm going to yank it out of his hand, and I'm going to try and get the necklace with this stick. Like
It's so dumb, but it's so cool.
so great!
It's so original.
Yeah,
All
perfect.
right.
Yeah, so you'll have to let go of Jake for that.
It's this
Yeah.
moment that's going to make this podcast famous.
Yeah, so you let go of Jake and kind of like shove him off, and he kind of stumbles to the ground in front of you, and kind of at that moment you're able to break free from the wind and grab his lacrosse stick, and like, you look up into it, and you just see it like swirling around in the air, and it's gonna take a big jump.
Yeah, I'm going for it. I'm
Okay, so I think that has to be another act under pressure.
Yep, let's do this.
It's a 10. Holy crap.
13.
Holy crap.
Man,
Yes.
Frank is killing it right now.
This is Frank's glory episode. Jeez.
This is what the thing I'm good at. I can't talk to people very well, as you may have noticed.
Yeah, so what do you think that this looks like? This leap and this catch.
So I think he hops up on the bleachers
Okay.
and uses that, and he does like a 1-2. He's like running up.
The whole time, like, the wind is falling, you're like pounding on the bleachers and
Yeah.
like, leaving these big dents in the seats behind
Yeah,
you.
I think he's running up, and the wind is behind him, and he pushes off and turns and jumps. So he like
Parkour.
Yeah.
he jumps towards it
Reverse.
by pushing off. Yeah, and
so
then
he's
he
chasing
just
you, and then you turn around.
yeah,
and
and
jump.
he's got the stick, just a high arc, and he just brings it down straight on the necklace.
Yeah, and it catches perfectly, snatch it from the wind, and then you have it, and you land onto the bleachers and look into your net, and you see that golden and silver necklace with the chain broken. On the inside, this clear piece of glass with this swirling wind inside of it.
I go, Helen, what do I do now?
I destroy it? Question mark. I look at Cassandra for any kind of approval.
It's like, yeah, destroy it.
So you have a dungeon delver, destroy it.
Okay, I try and crush it in my hand.
It doesn't crush.
Oh boy.
Throw it here.
Magic items tend to be pretty sturdy.
Yeah. I hand it to Halwyn.
The wind is chasing you all. So what do you want to do here?
I'm gonna take one of my throwing knives and just try to puncture the glass sphere in the middle.
Okay.
Oh, I could have done that. I thought you were going to do something.
You tried to squeeze it with your hand.
I have big half-orc hands.
Big meaty half-orc hands.
I can just bite it with my tusks.
You should have done that.
I think you start chipping away at it, and it starts to puncture a little bit, but it doesn't quite crack it entirely. And then the wind kind of swoops down and crashes down on both of you, dealing you 2 harm.
No, Cassandra, any better ideas?
Yeah, she's like, throw it here, and she kind of she puts her stick up in the air, like, lacrosse it to me.
Am I capable of throwing it?
Cross it to me. She's
The
a
wind crashes down on you, and maybe while it's kind of swirling around Frank, you can have the chance to toss it over to her if you want to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, cool. And she snatches it out of the air with her lacrosse, and she's like, Paxton! She throws it over to you with a stick.
Hot potato.
Okay, I caught it.
Okay.
My natural lacrosse instincts kicked in.
Yeah,
And I had
just
to react.
reflexes.
Yep. Caught
I'm
it.
definitely in my zone.
Can I just pause for a second and say that while all this was going down, I had been, running to catch up, and I saw my Uncle Frank pull out one of the coolest lacrosse moves that I've ever seen in my entire life. And at that moment, it was that moment when I truly knew we were related, and I just had so much respect for him, pride in that moment. That's all I wanted to say.
Yes, absolutely.
And you took that into the way you played lacrosse for the rest of the season and revolutionized the game.
So now I'm on fire. My blood is boiling at the amount of skill that I've just seen.
Sure.
My Uncle Frank have. Okay.
If this was D&D, I would have just granted him inspiration.
Yeah, that was my inspiration. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes, sacrifice my body, lay it all on the line.
For sure. So she tosses over, you catch it. The wind starts chasing her. The stalking wind is just pulling up grass from behind her and just like soil just up from the ground of the field as she's running. And she says, give me some time. And she starts chanting these magic words underneath of her breath. Is there anything you want to do?
So
inspiration.
I'm gonna.
But I think she and the wind are coming towards you as she's chanting these magic words.
Okay. I'm gonna take off running too in a separate direction to try and lure it away from Cassandra, and I'm gonna be shaking the stick at it like I've got it, I've got the
the
ball.
Follows you.
Some lacrosse patterns.
Yeah, some serpentine
juking it.
Lacrosse moves.
Yeah.
I'm definitely pulling out some sick jukes. I'm juking the wind.
You're juking, and then at some point she's like,
"Oh my god, juke the wind!" Let's print that on some t-shirts.
I'm juking the wind.
Yeah, and she's also calling for it back, and you're passing it back and forth while she's chanting this magic underneath.
Because we have chemistry.
Yes, perfectly in sync. Anything else you want to do?
Are my uncles dead? What are they doing?
It apparently left us, so we've probably gotten back up to our feet.
Yeah, no, they seem to be okay. They took a little bit of a beating.
Oh, this is for you. This is not for me. Why? Oh,
if I had known you were just gonna try and poke it with your knife, I would have done something else.
Again, tried to squeeze it in your hand.
My hand is just as effective as your knife. We've been over this.
We're over there bickering.
So I have this, thought that popped into my head. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to run back towards Jake and put the pendant back around his neck.
Interesting. Okay.
I want to see if it does anything.
Okay. He's going to attempt to grab it and run away from you.
Oh, is he not? I thought he was passed out.
He's not passed out, no.
Can I hit him with my stick?
Kinda, on the ground, scared.
Can I knock him out with my stick?
Like a hit and run?
You can attempt to, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll to kick some ass.
Okay. Fuck yeah. What do I add to that?
Tough. Your tough stat.
Ooh, I do have a tough.
And singular tough.
An 8. 8 tough.
8. Okay.
Eight
that's enough to just clock him and take him out after the struggle that he went through with Frank.
So I've still got the stick, and I just use the butt of it to just pop once in the forehead.
Yeah, he's on the ground, looking scared and looking kind of in shock, and then you just pop and knock him out.
Yep.
He's on the ground.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try and attempt to. Did the pendant rip? Did it tear? Is it still wearable? The chain.
The chain broke.
The chain did break.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put it in his hand and close his hand around it, and then put my hands over top of it to try and clasp it to see if his possession has anything to do with it.
It does not.
Oh
no. So I mean, he wore the chain, and he did not have the chain in various states, and this thing still seems to act and act kind of aside from it. At that point, as a part of your mixed success, the stalker catches up to you and just batters you across the head, dealing you another 2 harm.
Okay, that hurt.
And it's kind of it probably throws you up against the fence again. And it's just this constant pressure of wind just throwing you against the fence and just pounding you in the face. At that point, Cassandra catches up to you, and you see that her hands are glowing this greenish energy with flecks of purple, kind of flames sparking out from her hands. And she reaches out to your hand where the necklace is, and she says, "I need to channel something, and I need something powerful. Okay? I need emotion, Paxton."
What?
I need you to think of something happy. I need you to think of something warm and kind. to
I'm
channel
so
this.
happy right now.
Can it be my thought of Uncle Frank and catching that stupid lacrosse?
Damn it, Kyle!
How happy, because that might be the happiest I've been
It's up to you.
in
It's
years.
Yeah, is this a Patronus that you?
100% up to you. Like she like clasps your hand, which is still on top of Jake's.
Okay.
And she starts channeling the energy into the locket, and you think of Frank and that sweet move.
No, I got a different memory. I got a different, happier memory.
Okay.
I got it. I'm channeling it.
What is it? Am I not going to ask
Do
you
I have
what
to
it was?
tell you?
Yes.
It was the first time Cassandra and I played lacrosse together.
Aw. That's nice.
How old were you?
12.
12. Oh,
This
wow.
goes way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, is there anything that you wanna share about that? Like, you two like grew up playing lacrosse together?
I feel like we had the same memory.
Please cry.
Maybe so. Actually, yeah, it's probably the thing where like as a part of the magic, like the image like flashes in each other's eyes, and like you see that you're thinking of the same thing, and then the magic builds up into and it's just, like, that purplish green energy just flies up into the wind itself and curls around it and creates this kind of like purple flaming tornado that is eventually sucked down back into the necklace itself. And then inside, you see that all of the wind has returned back into this little square of glass that is now kind of infused with this purplish greenish energy throughout. And then the wind dies down and everything seems safe.
Did we just beat this monster with love?
Oh man, the answer actually was love to this.
Yeah,
Love was its weakness all along.
Yeah, it really was inside you all along.
All right, so I feel, I'm just going to set the scene here. I'm going to take over Keegan.
Go for it.
So it's all back in here, and we both collapse, exhausted, to the ground, clasping hands.
Okay.
And
And with Jake still?
yeah, no,
three of you?
no, he got knocked out. We weren't out.
Okay.
I took the pendant back from him.
Fell on top of him.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So he's knocked out, and it was just me and Cassandra sharing that very special moment.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it. That's all.
And
Okay. I was expecting some more.
And Helen and Frank in the background, like, I'm
Archer,
telling you,
yeah.
your hand is just not going to. You think there's a metal
Listen,
barding around the glass.
You hold your knife, I'll hold my hand out.
Well, I backed away from the mic on purpose.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. All right, so I'm going to try and squeeze, and you're going to try and use your knife, and we'll see which one's more effective.
You want me to stab your hand?
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna summon like all the energy I have left, and I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna walk over to where my uncles are bickering, and I am just going to hug Frank with the tightest hug.
Aw.
Hey, buddy. Hey, you did real good over there.
You're lucky he stepped in. I was going to stab you in the hand.
Hey, it's all right. Hey, you,
Oh, look, we won.
Braxton just starts crying.
It's been an emotional day, Uncle Frank.
Yeah, it's been an emotional 2 days.
You've only been awake for an hour.
Hey, if you laugh, you cry, and you do something else, that's a full day.
you hungry? Got another hot dog.
I could eat.
Here you go, buddy. Have a little mustard on there.
What's Cassandra doing?
I don't know. She's probably just watching all this and kind of like shaking her head, kind of
Coyly.
I mean,
coyly.
is there anything there?
But maybe like there's kind of a smirk, and then she kind of like nods, and then she kind of like walks off into the distance.
Disappears into the sunset
No,
at 3 p.m.
we shared something.
Hey,
She'll be back.
You left her to come over and
she'll
hug.
be back. She'll be back.
yeah, hey, it's better to have loved and lost. You're better at the words.
Do you want the actual quote or what you probably would have said?
Whatever.
No, but I'm just saying you should go kiss her.
I feel like I didn't really lose anything today.
You gained
No, she's gone.
Yeah,
I
she's
I
gone.
missed the window, which is the story of my life.
Chips.
Not at the party. I hit that
You
window.
did hit that window.
Yep.
And you gained something important. Closure.